What's going on, guys? Higgs here, and welcome back to the channel where we cover the world of all things Assassin's Creed. So, Assassin's Creed Shadows has been out for a while now, and I've sunk a good few hundred hours into the game. Now, I love Shadows, and the game is definitely innovative, but as I'm going through and completing the other games in the franchise, I feel like Shadows is missing some core features that made the series legendary in the older games, like AC2, Black Flag, my favourite so far, which is Origins, and even Valhalla. So today we're counting down 10 features from past Assassin's Creed titles that are missing in Shadows that I would like to see added, either via patches, DLC, or future updates. But before we start, if you find yourself enjoying the video, hit that like button, and if you are new here and you're into all things Assassin's Creed, subscribe to the channel for more content in the future. So starting strong with number 10, bring back full eagle vision for both characters. In classics like AC2 and Origins, eagle vision was your view of the world around you, highlighting enemies and allies along with clues with a gold tint to them. You can get a bird's eye view of a camp or area and really figure out where you need to go or how you will clear enemies out. But in Shadows, it's exclusive to Naval, but not from above. You can only use observe from a first person point of view and not really scale an area out like you can in the previous games. While Yasuke gets a watered down observe mode, which limits his utility in open world exploration. Imagine Yasuke charging into battle with eagle vision to spot weak points. It would balance things out nicely. Number 9, a proper companion or mount stat upgrade system, like in Odyssey and the other games. Let's take Icarus in Odyssey. You could level him up to distract enemies, mark targets from afar, and even dive bomb guards, which was so much fun. Or in Valhalla, your Raven Sinin scouted ahead, and then you also had horses like in Origins, where you could go to the stable and you could buy different tiers of camels and horses, and they would have different speeds and stamina, and some wouldn't be so scared if you was getting in battle and try and run away. Shadows has horses and even pets for your hideout, but they're mostly cosmetic, no real stats or upgrades beyond basic tiers, and no flying companion at all. With Japan's vast mountains and forests, an upgradable falcon or detailed horse stats like stamina for long chases would add depth to travel and combat. I'm enjoying riding in Origins at the minute and just slaying unaware enemies whilst riding past and around the really built up towns. I think it's so much fun. That camel is just giving me so much joy, and I don't know why. I wish Shadows did more of that instead of just asking us to purchase new mounts that literally do nothing other than offer something extra visually. It's not great, so hopefully that's something I would like to see worked on. Then at number 8, full naval combat. Now I know this is probably going to be a divisive one, but who doesn't like sailing the seas? Black Flag turned the series into a pirate adventure with ship battles, boarding actions, and sea shanties. Even Odyssey and Valhalla had epic fleet management, ramming enemy ships, and underwater dives for treasures. Feudal Japan has coasts and rivers, but Shadows skips ships entirely. No boarding, no cannons, just landlocked action. Adding even a simplified naval system for coastal missions would open up the map and honour the franchise's high seas legacy. You can just picture now, can't you? Yasuke commanding a vessel against Ronin pirates. Like, how cool would that be? In the later cutscenes of the game where he's fighting the Templars on the ships, imagine if he just went back to them roots just to find a few more of them out on the sea. I wouldn't say no to that, and hopefully you guys wouldn't too. Number 7, recruitable mercenaries or allies you can call in for backup. Straight out of Odyssey, Syndicate and Valhalla. In Odyssey, you could befriend or conquer Misfios to join your crew for tough fights. Valhalla let you raid with customizable allies from your settlement, and Syndicate had you roaming the streets of London recruiting gang members. Now, Shadows does have a network builder mechanic for scouts and contracts, and I know we have allies that you can call on them, but you can only call on them at one at a time, and they appear for literally like mere seconds. Like when taking down a castle with lots of enemies, let's call in 2 or 3 allies, or even hire folks off the street that are ready to do battle with us that maybe don't like the daimyos in the castle, what their village is surrounding, and they just want to help us overtake the castle. Like, that would be so cool. With Japan's warring clans, recruiting samurai or ninjas as temporary allies would make fights much better. Number 6, scattered lore notes, letters and environmental puzzles for that immersive storytelling vibe. So like from AC1's hidden codex pages to Origins, Papyrus riddles and Valhalla's standing stones. Collecting these unlock backstory, Izu lore and even gear upgrades. Now, Shadows focuses on quest boards and scouts for objectives, but skips random notes or interactive lore items completely. No real diving into ancient scrolls or solving glyph puzzles. Japan is rich in history, adding hidden haiku poems or samurai diaries would reward exploration and tie in the animus narrative. More lore equals more immersion, and I think we can all agree that Shadows is extremely light when it comes to that side of the Assassin's Creed franchise. It would have been really nice to have had all of that in the game from the start. Look, maybe with Claws of Awaji, we're going to get a lot more of that. They have hinted to it going more against the Templars and stuff, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm not holding my breath for nothing too dramatic, but hopefully there is a bit more than what we've got now, because that's not going to be hard to beat. Number 5, a faction reputation system with consequences, like in Odyssey and Valhalla. Align with cults, cities, or clans, and your choices affect alliances, prices, and random encounters. Betray one group, and they hunt you down. In Shadows, there's no deep reputation tracking or world ordering events. With Daimyo Wars and Ronin Hunters, a system where your actions shift power balances. Example, allying with one clan spawns enemy ambushes. This would make the open world feel alive and reactive, because let's face it, Shadows has a massive open world and it can feel lonely sometimes when you're just out in the wild, like on your horse, just scrolling along. Instead, we do have Guardians, which are an absolute pain in the arse, and I will never not say that, and they add absolutely nothing in terms of extra loot for taking them down, and they show up in their numbers as well. I think they could have done a bit more, like with the Ronin we encounter and stuff, what I've just said. It would be great to see that in an update, but I know I'm reaching, but this is what the video's about. Number 4, seamless horseback assassinations and mount Parkour, like from AC3 and Valhalla. Leap from your horse for a blade kill mid-gallop, or in Mirage, rip to that cut feature they had, ride mounts upstairs for rooftop chases. They definitely should have kept that in. Although I haven't played Mirage yet, guys, I've been doing a lot of research on the game lately because of the DLC that's coming out. I will be playing Mirage after the absolute GOAT Origins. Shadows lets Naval change stance on horseback, but skips assassinations from mounts completely. You can literally only eject. Horses are tiered, but they do feel very basic. No parkour upgrades at all. In a game with vast terrains, adding mounted takedowns or climbing with your steed would blend travel and action flawlessly. Then number 3, bear with me for this, double or multi assassinations for that fluid deadly flow. Brotherhood and Revelations let Ezio chain kill 2 guards at once with dual hidden blades. Even Mirage has hints of it, and Valhalla expanded the group finishers. Now Shadows does have double assassinations, we know that, but they're like no double kills at all, or chaining. It feels like more deliberate and like less acrobatic. For nowadays stealth runs, bringing back dual blade combos would recapture the series like Assassin Fantasy. I get frustrated when fighting multiple enemies at once because you can't help but get hit. Well, I can't anyway. If I'm in the middle of trying to take down one guy, I'm getting hit at that same time by another one behind me, and I just physically can't get out of the way. Being able to damage multiple enemies without abilities would be a really nice touch for me, because Shadows does feel really cool. I mean, it runs at a really solid 60 FPS on consoles, and I just think that would add so much more fluidity to the combat. Number 2, bear with me again, upgraded parkour system with manual ledge grabs, dive rolls and momentum control. Like the originals and Mirage, which I've heard nothing but good things about, and watching videos, Mirage's parkour is something that I cannot wait to try. Early AC games had precise free running, Mirage refined it with faster speeds and rolls to evade. Shadows like improves on crouching and prone crawling, but inconsistent ejects, no height kind of gaining grabs. I know they've updated the Parkour, but I don't think it's the best. And like kind of less fluid rooftop chases, we hardly have any of them, is quite annoying. And as I've just said, Shadows runs extremely smooth, like 95% of the time. Ubisoft have improved the parkour, but something for me still feels off. I don't know if it's just a console thing, I do play on the Pro, but something just doesn't feel totally fluid to me. like full manual Parkour inspired by Unity, would make Japan's castles and villages a parkour paradise. Then we've got number 1, and that is settlement quests with named NPCs. So, interactive settlement quests tied to named NPCs like Valhalla's Ravensthorpe or Odyssey's Pepka would be great. Build your hideout, but give characters like Junjiro or Tomiko personal side stories, romance arcs, not Junjiro of course, rivalries, or fetch quests that deepen bonds. Shadows does have a customizable hideout for gear and fast travel, but side quests do kind of feel a bit tacked on with no deep NPC interactions. Your allies are just there. We had a little backstory with Junjiro, but all the other quests were to actually add your allies to the league, and then we had nothing after that. Adding voice stories and consequences would make the base feel alive and give emotional weight, like attacks from our allies' enemies on the hideout. That would be really cool, and it would make you think about how you build your base. And I just want to add, in our hideout, it would be good to have an area where we can test out like our weapons and builds. But yeah, just a bit more immersion with our allies, because when we're in that hideout, everything's safe and cozy, and there is no fear factor that we're going to go out and come back and it's going to be under attack and our buildings are going to get smashed down. I would like that added, or I know that's a bit of a reach, but it just would be cool. Valhalla done it. In Ravensthorpe, it got attacked in some missions. I just wish we had that in Shadows. So there you have it, guys. That is 10 features from Assassin's Creed that could elevate Shadows from what is already a very good game to an even better game. But let me know what you think. Do you agree with some of the things I've said, or do you disagree? Keep it nice and respectful down in the comments below. Is there anything that I haven't mentioned that you would like added? Let me know. But are you guys looking forward to Claws of Awaji? It's not long now. We've got what are we now? When I keep thinking it comes out on the 9th, but I think it's the 16th. So we've got 15 days, 2 weeks. I can't wait to get sunk into that. I hope you guys can't too, and you're enjoying yourselves. We've got new people joining Shadows all the time, so I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. I'm rambling on now, so I'm going to end the video there. But look, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed it, hit that like button, as it helps the video out massively and gets it onto more people's eyes. And if you haven't, subscribe for more Assassin's Creed content. And as always, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.